Are you going back to the table with Chef Bud Anderson? That was the question earlier today. The answer is yes. He showed up with one of my favorite things. I love a good flank steak.
Yes. So anyways, we're going to kind of continue down our road of doing some quick and easy things. I've cooked a piece off here. I want you to see this piece. We continue to get a little smoky when we do this. So all I've done is marinate this in, actually it's kind of a cool marinade. It's some barbecue sauce, some thyme, some rosemary, a little bit of oregano, some garlic, some sweet or some sherry, some sherry, and then you just let it go. So salt and pepper, obviously. I'm going to put this one in because I want to show you something. One of the things that, okay, so I got to go back. So this is inspired by a thing I did over the holidays at a place called Louis on the Lake in Oklahoma City. Okay. And you can see, this is all they use there is skirt meat and flank. That's all they use. So all their salads, all their steaks, all their tacos are done with this.
Is there a difference between skirt and flank?
Yes. The flank is a little bit thicker cut. The skirts are thinner, and you got the inside, the outside skirt. Right. But it's going to be a thinner, easier to work with piece. Okay. The flank is going to be a little bit denser. There's more to it. So, but flavor-wise, they're kind of the same. I did take a little bit of the skin or a little bit of the fat off there, not a lot, but I wanted to show everybody I was doing some tortillas. We can show you a couple different options. Don't let this burn you.
There's a little bit of the membrane sometimes that you just kind of have to work to get off.
And if you just get it doesn't take long to cook, but I do want to show you one thing. I'm going to put this other piece back in here for a minute. So once you get it cooked like this, take just a little bit of bourbon, go over the top. The pan may flame, don't worry about it. But you just want to kind of let it reduce down in there. The reason you don't do this, in a lot of cases I mix this in and make like a bourbon sauce, but the problem is it sets in there so long, it'll just start kind of getting kind of a, well, not only break down, but it kind of a soury taste. Okay. So we just want to kind of get some on there. Like I said, if it flames up, it won't here because this is electric. But if you have gas at home, just remember it's probably going to flame up. So a couple minutes aside, you can smell. If you were in here, you can smell how it smells really good. It's delicious. And one of the things I love about this is it's kind of an extension. Using the Sweet Baby Ray's or a barbecue sauce, you could use a vinegar-based one if you like. It kind of just adds that little extra component to it. The bourbon at the end really does a lot for it. You kind of want to just let it kind of set in there. So I'm going to pull this out so I can rest a second. One thing that I didn't put on the recipe, if I had some people ask about the recipe last week on the, I don't remember what we did last night, chicken or something. But listen, if you go to My High Plains, you can always find the recipe. On the recipe last week, I didn't, or this week I didn't, I forgot to tell everybody because we've done it so many times. Make sure that you cut this against the grain. So you can see
tell people at home what that means.
So the grain's running like this. You can see it if you, I don't know if they zoom in, if they can see that, but the grain's running like this. So you're going to want to cut it like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. Here you go. You can kind of see the grain running. See that grain in there?
So that's going pretty much.
That's going like this, like this. So we're going to cut it like that.
Horizontal.
Always cut against the grain. If you don't cut against the grain, you're going to get a tough piece of meat. And nobody
wants that.
Wants a tough piece of meat, okay? So we're going to put these together. I've got a couple different options with this. And you're going to love it. It's a quick, easy meal for you to do. You start to marinate and boom, when you get home,
How long did you marinate it?
4 hours. You can do it for 2, it'd be fine. You can do it for a half hour if you want to.
Well, we're not going to be gone that long. We're going to go pay some bills, probably 2 minutes. We'll be back on the other side as we finish up this recipe.
We got to pay bills, folks.
We do. So we are serving up skirt steak a couple of different ways here. So you're looking at that. That's a beautiful salad, just on some arugula, some beautiful tomatoes, and the steak, and you're done.
Yeah, and you know what? You could eat, dude, I eat a lot of that. That's a lot of what my meals are during the summer and spring. I just like protein with like lettuce or something.
And then now we're doing a little taco. So we just warmed up. We took a little skillet, added a little bit of olive oil, cooked that up.
Corn tortillas.
And then again, we're keeping this simple. Cilantro, red
onion, and radishes. That's
radish. I love a radish.
We love a radish here. If you folks haven't noticed, we'll eat radishes till the cows come home.
Good shaved piece of radish.
Now listen, I do want to show everybody.
Tell me.
So this one's done. So we can kind of go over this real quick again. So you can see, I'll let this rest for a second. But if I'm going to cut this, I'll show you. You can see right here that this is the way the grain's running, is how I cut it, okay? So when we want to slice it now, we're going to cut it against the grain, okay? Really, honestly, cooking this is really simple because it cooks so fast.
Okay.
But I'm telling you what, man, if you don't learn to cut it right,
Yeah.
you'll always have a problem because it just it'll be tough. You know, it's kind of like you know what else is that way? Sirloins. There's a lot of beef meats that if you don't cut against the grain, you're always going to have problems. So, and you can see how this wasn't cooking that long, and it's a nice little medium. I love this. I love this incredibly much, especially with the arugula, and I really love the tacos.
Now, if we were at our kitchen and we were cooking at home, we would probably let that rest. We were cutting for TV, but typically, how long do you like to rest
4 or 5
it?
minutes. Just let it set so the juices kind of get out of it. That first one I cut was perfect because it set while we were cooking the other one. But
That's excellent.
I love this, and I love. We were talking about this off the air. We love radishes, so whenever I can throw a radish on something, I'm going to do it. So.
Very good.
All right.
Chef Bud, you got anything else going on?
Not yet, but next week I got a lot to announce to you.
Okay, this is super exciting. Did you need to say something to Chef?
Oh, Sheppy, Pappy loves you. Thanks.
We got more Studio 4 coming up tomorrow. See you then.